In this tutorial, the Disloc tab will be demonstrated to the user. This tab can be used to produce elastic dislocation models to geodetically measure deformation, strain, and tilt due to slip from active faults. Note: in order to access Disloc, users must create an account on GeoGateway. To create an account, click on Login on the left-hand corner of the page, and then click on Create Account. After the account is created, log in. To begin using Disloc, click on GeoGateway Develop, followed by Workspace. Under Applications, click on Disloc. The loaded page allows for users to insert their desired parameters. Begin by inputting the desired experiment name. If necessary, users may add a description by clicking on Add a Description. In the section labeled Project, users may choose their project choice, or as recommended, leave it as Default Project. Next, move on to the section labeled Application Configuration. Here, users must input their Disloc input file. Users have the option to either select the file from storage, which includes previous uploaded files, or browse and drop in files. As shown within the sample, the uploaded Disloc input file should include at least 4 lines of data. For a descriptive explanation on what to input, please visit GeoGateway's User Guide version 2, located within the Help tab. The first line includes inputting a latitude, a longitude, and the generation parameter. The second line represents the grid, where users must input the starting x-coordinate in kilometers, the increment in the x direction in kilometers, the number of steps in the x direction, the starting y-coordinate in kilometers, the increment in the y direction in kilometers, and the number of steps in the y direction. Line 3 involves including the x-coordinate and y-coordinate of the first fault in kilometers and the strike angle of the fault measured clockwise from north. Line 4 involves including the fault type, 0 for point dislocation and 1 for rectangular plane dislocation, the depth and dip in degrees, lambda and mu, which are the Lamé elastic parameters measured in pascals, and the length and width in kilometers. Repeat the formatting from line 3 and 4 for each additional fault. Once the file is inputted, continue on by adding the elevation in degrees, the azimuth in degrees, and the radar frequency in gigahertz. Next, users may leave the allocation and compute resource option as the default setting and move on to the last steps. Notice the time limit displayed for the output to generate. Users can receive notifications on the status of the experiment by checking this box. Lastly, click on Save and Launch. Once the experiment has loaded, click on the symbol that looks like an Erlenmeyer flask. There, users can find the output file that was just generated and click on it. The page that loads includes the summary of the experiment or the output files for users to download. To view the output file on the GeoGateway map, go back to the GeoGateway homepage and click on the Disloc tab. Once there, click on Load Experiments and select the experiment of choice. Check the box Show Synthetic Interferograms, which will show the output file on the map as shown here. This concludes the Disloc Tab tutorial. Thank you.